We are back. We are back! Man, it's been, I think the last time I posted was in April. But before we get into anything, I know you can see the vest and the packages I got in my car and shit, Before we get into any of that, I do have my affiliate codes now with a few prop firms, so Apex and Take Profit Trader. If any of you guys use those prop firms, you can use code BLAY now, BLAY, for the best discount, whatever they're running. And then I'll also have my Alpha Futures code down in the description as well. Where do I even begin, man? A lot of you guys are probably wondering, oh, did he quit? Did he give up? Oh, he blew all his accounts and he left social media. And he quit. Guys, if you know me and you know who I am, then quitting, why would you even think of quitting? Come on. No, I did not quit. I know I said that in the thumbnail, in the title or thumbnail. You know, you guys can't lie, but that was a banger. That was a banger title and thumbnail. It got you guys to click on this video. So, but anyways, no, I didn't quit. I basically just was going through a lot mentally, and it kind of led me to, I was just basically going through a lot mentally, psychologically, and it was heavily impacting my trading. And at the time, during February, March, April, right before I left, you know, it was kind of getting to a point where I was not really providing much, or I didn't feel like I was really providing much value to you guys. And it was more of me being on social media at that point in my life was more of a negative impact towards me, and it felt like towards you guys as well, because I wasn't giving you guys my 100%, and that was also kind of compounding the negative impact that I was going through. So that's why I decided it was best for me to kind of just take a step back from social media, get my life together outside of the charts, and hopefully that will help my trading as well. So basically that's what I've been trying to do for these past 6-7 months. I was only gone for really like 7 months, but the past 7 months, that's basically what I've been trying to do, is really just focus on things outside the charts. I'll get more into detail on what those things were in other videos, but I don't want to make this video too long. I kind of want to make this video just kind of like a update and let you guys know that I'm back, and you know, I'm doing decently better, and I'm trying to, you know, get back into my rhythm with, you know, social media and trading as well, because whenever I make content, like doing this right now, and I've been kind of wanting to come back for the past, I'd say, month or so, but I kind of never really just took that step to, you know, start recording and stuff. But this past whole month, you know, I've been filled with ambition and, you know, excitement of coming back and doing this, because doing this, you know, creating content, helping others, really does fulfill me to a certain extent, and I was really looking forward to it. So now that we are back and doing it, you know, it feels great. It really does feel good. You know, also just coming back to the Discord, talking to all you guys and catching up as well, it feels really good. And by the way, if you're new and this is your first time seeing me, I do have a free Discord down in the description, and you can go ahead and join that. There's nothing paid, nothing. I made an announcement to the Discord that I'm going to hold off on, you know, paid teaching and doing live streams, because I feel like that was also kind of affecting my trading to a certain extent as well. Do I feel like I was prepared to teach others? Yes. But that doesn't mean, just because you have the skills to do so, doesn't mean that, you know, you are able to do so, because it's very hard. It's very different trading by yourself versus trading in front of other people, and especially, you know, having to be completely transparent with them when they are kind of holding you to an expectation, and those expectations can really affect your trading. That's mainly for like the paid segment. You know, I think that's why I feel like that might have been the main reason why social media was kind of impacting me so much, is because I feel like I wasn't meeting that expectation that was set on me, especially for those that were paying for my 100%. and I wasn't able to give my 100% in that time because, like I said, you know, I wasn't really my best. And I feel like that was, you know, that's kind of why I had to stop, right? Because at the end of the day, all right, let's be honest, I could have easily gone down the guru route, you know, just started lying to you guys and kept up a facade, and, you know, and I could have easily done that, especially with the ICT repost. You know, I had the platform, I had the payouts, you know, a few payouts. Everyone just, all these people online, you know, they just kind of show the same payouts over and over again. They're just constantly blowing and resetting funded accounts. For me, you know, like I said, I've always been a trader first and a content creator second. So if my trading isn't going right, then it's going to affect everything, right? I can't just sit here, not trade well, and then, you know, tell you guys that I'm trading well. Like, it doesn't sit right with me. And if I were to go down that path and, you know, live the guru and sell my lifestyle and just basically become a marketer for my own, you know, mentorship or whatever, then I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing that, you know, I'm telling these people that I'm doing something when I'm really not. And you guys would be surprised of how many people that you guys watch are actually doing the same exact thing that I just explained. But for me, it just, no matter how much money I can make, 50K a month, 100K a month, not even trading, just selling a dream to you guys, that's just not who I am, and I wouldn't be able to live like that. So that's why I had to, you know, take a step back from social media, get everything behind the scenes, get everything straight, and then begin to, you know, get back to that transparent person that you guys kind of saw me as in the first place. Because, you know, I feel like towards the end, right before I left, I was kind of transitioning away from that 100% transparency, which was also, you know, kind of affecting my mindset. So, you know, now that I'm coming back, I'm going to be, you know, completely the most transparent trader on YouTube. You know, that's what I've always been. That's how I was able to grow 10K subscribers in under a year, completely organic, you know, because I was one of, if not the only, I'm not going to say the only, but one of the very, very few traders who actually expressed, you know, the negative sides of trading. And I have so many videos for you guys about that part, because what I went through these past 6 to 7 months, bro, you guys are going to be like, I know exactly what you mean, bro. But those are for other videos. Like I said, I don't want to make this video too long. This is just kind of like a update to catch up. But to sum it all up, basically, I had to get a job, bro. I had to get a job because I got to pay bills, bro. I live, me and my girlfriend, we rent an apartment. So, you know, I don't live in my parents' house. I got to pay rent, $1,800 a month, groceries, gas, electricity, bro. Once you move out and live on your own, you get a few more responsibilities and things just get a little bit harder, and, you know, that kind of puts pressure on you. So trading is not really good when you have a lot of pressure. All right, for some reason my phone stopped recording and I was just talking to myself for like the next 10 minutes. So I'm just holding my phone like this. But basically what I was saying is that there's nothing wrong with doing what you have to do, whether that's getting a job or going back to your parents' house. As long as you have a plan and you know what you're doing, then, you know, there's nothing wrong with doing what you have to do. So don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about how other people see you or view you. You know, as long as you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, then you'll be all right. But to basically quickly sum up these last 6 months or 7 months or so, I was going through a continuous negative cycle of getting a payout, trying to scale, and then blowing that payout, right? And one thing that I realized is that a lot of these social media traders and influencers are missing the part where after you know how to make money and you prove to yourself that you can do it, they don't mention how your brain will want to do more, and that will lead to a lot more problems, right? So after you reach a certain level of consistent profitability, sometimes your brain can, or maybe it's your greed, right? You say, let's say you have one account, right, and you're making 5K a month. If your brain will be like, oh, well, if I have 10 accounts, then I can make 50K a month. So then you try to do that, and then that completely affects your trading. And then now all of a sudden you're back to square one, right? Where you're battling these psychological problems after you already proved to yourself that you can be consistent, after you already have a working model or system, right? And you're still having these same psychological battles. So hopefully some of you guys know what I'm talking about. If you do, let me know in the comments. But basically that's what I've been dealing with these last 6 months or so, as well as my issues outside the charts. And it's been kind of hard to just balance all that, so I just had to take a step back from social media and, you know, try and work on things on myself. And things have gotten a little bit better. I don't know if my video cut out before I said this or not, but yeah, things have been getting a little bit better. I did get a payout last week from Top Step. I'll put the email screenshot somewhere on here. And, you know, I'm just trying to stay consistent with that account. I will update you guys thoroughly on my own trading journey. You know, I don't want to be too, you know, specific. I don't want to be posting every day about the exact trades I took. You know, that's why I said I'll do live streams and stuff. But, you know, having to, you know, constantly update people on my trading kind of feels, you know, like expectations being set or other stuff. That I feel like that might add a little bit of unnecessary pressure. For this last 6 months, you know, I've just been trading solely on my own, and it's actually been very enjoyable, you know, not having to explain to people, you know, what's going on. It's just kind of more relaxing. So with my own trading, I won't be as persistent updating you guys on the exact details, you know, the all the numbers and stuff, because, you know, there's a lot of pocket watchers on social media, and that is what they specialize in. So no pocket watching for you guys, but I will keep you guys updated here and there on my own trading. Most of the videos that I'm going to be posting, maybe for like at least the next month or so, are kind of going to be like this, where I'm just talking to the camera about psychological issues or mental health issues that trading can bring, or, you know, being a man in general. But I do have a lot of videos planned for you guys, so stay tuned. And I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to try and keep it short and cut it off here. And hopefully you guys join the Discord down below. I'll link it in the description. Free community, like I said, and I'm mostly active on there, so if you want to get in contact with me, just join that and then send a message or something. And then, like I said, I do have some affiliate codes. I'm trying to get more with other prop firms, but for now all I have is Take Profit and Apex. So if you guys use those prop firms, use code BLAY, BLAY, and then I also have a Alpha Futures affiliate. I'll put that in the description for you guys. And with that being said, peace out, and I'll see you guys next video.